Welcome to Blockbuster Bums. Kick back your recliner, crack open a beer, and let's talk movies. And today, we'll be talking about Terminator 2, Judgment Day, the second movie, obviously, in the Terminator series, after last week's first movie. Same crew here as last week. AJ's here, Barry's not. Hopefully, we can get him back for Terminator 3.
Indeed.
So we'll see, but as of right now, it's just another four-man crew episode. Nothing wrong with that. So let's get started. Tom, what were your thoughts of the rewatch of Terminator 2?
Loved it. Enjoyed every minute of it. I will say, I was talking to AJ on the right end. Before I ever watched this one as a kid, I had watched Wayne's World Into the Ground. So I was already laughing. I knew the reference and all that, of this movie, but I had never actually got to sit down and watch it and everything until a year or two later.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what I was like. So it was one of those so when I first went into it, to me this one always had that. It had that an air of comedy to it. From the start, that just wasn't there at all in the first one. But no, I really enjoy this one too.
AJ?
I love this movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's probably, unless whatever, it fluctuates a little bit. This movie is always in the top 5 for me. One of the things that stood out to me was, for the first one, I had said I appreciate that the action was kind of a little bit more stripped down and I guess streamlined. And I always thought this was before Michael Bay and everything blew up everywhere. Then watching this, this might be where that turned. Cause this movie's old enough. This might be the first movie I can think of where shit's blowing up a lot. There's some really extreme action sequences.
This is 91.
Yeah.
I know the CGI in it was cutting at the time.
It was. I think this is one of those movies that's it's a pivot point.
Well,
in the genre.
They had that Abyss movie, right? And that was kind of...
Yeah.
I think that's what kind of led into the Terminator.
In terms of the visual effects, but I'm talking about stunt work and action sequences. And jumping a semi off a bridge into a stuff like
I know
that.
What you're saying, yeah.
I don't recall seeing that in any movies older than this.
Nothing of this caliber, no.
Yeah. So that's what really stood out to me. Was I was thinking
once again,
this might be that turning point of action movies towards a little bit more bigger in scope and more epic stuff, which is cool.
Ray, what were your thoughts, buddy?
I always loved watching T2. It was always a progression of the first one. They amped it up, the action. Sarah Connor is totally amped up to the 10th degree in this one.
She's
totally fucking, not army, but, military kind of presence situation. Sometimes the kids' lightheartedness kind of throws me off because it's this is a little more serious than, talking Spanish to the Terminator, and hasta la vista kind of shit. But you just got to go with it because he's fucking 12 or whatever. But the only big thing I had with this one, and I don't know if they glossed over it or I just missed it, is how did the T-1000 come back without being covered in living tissue?
I had that thought too. Yeah.
But we can talk about that. I'll just end it there.
Yeah, I hate to sound like a broken record, but I also really love this movie. I was so looking forward to watching this movie, and I was a little scared that I was going to build up my head too much where I wasn't going to like it as much rewatching it a couple days ago. And it actually kind of had the opposite effect on me. I was so into the movie. At one point, my wife's like, "Will you sit down?" She was just sitting in the room while I was watching it.
I was pacing during the first one while walking around, so I know what you mean.
Yeah, and I was laughing at jokes. I was pumped up when things would happen. I got really into the second movie, probably more into it than I probably should have.
There were some times where I just audibly did laugh.
Yeah, absolutely.
It should have been babe, I don't question you. I don't hand you tissues when you're watching The Notebook. Leave me the hell alone. I'm trying to watch T2.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh no, I'll question you. I have good taste in movies.
So that being said, I think we get another opening scene of the future, of essentially like very 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 similar scene, where the T1 is rolling through, killing people, and
Yeah.
they're fighting back, so on and so forth. The only difference here is Sarah Connor is doing like a narrator work during this, where essentially she's telling you this is the exact same situation, only for John instead of me. Like, like she's like, hey, they're sending two people back. One is to try and kill John. The other is to try and stop him from killing John. And yeah, I mean, like it's essentially the exact same situation. And then they cut to boom. Here's Arnold again, being zapped back to the past, just not as far into the past. It's, what? Yeah, 91.
Yeah.
Instead of 84.
Which I love the budget because even the spear, how it eats through the semi and the concrete
Yeah.
and everything.
Mhm.
Like I said, like it, same feel as the first one. Everything, just more money. Like that's all. Like you did it better this
No,
time.
that's not true. It's not 91. The movie was made in 91, but this is supposed to take place in 94.
Okay.
90. It's close to the 97. It's relatively close.
I was gonna say because that would make John Connor 7 years old.
Yeah, he's definitely
Oh.
not
Takes
that.
place in 91.
Yeah. But anyway, it's mid 90s.
Yeah.
It's mid 90s.
I didn't like the song when he was exiting the bar though. I feel like they could have done without a song choice at all.
You didn't like
Oh.
George Thorogood Bad to the Bone? Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was badass. Like
I don't know. Look, man, he's a Terminator, and you don't know if he's about to kill some, totally fucking wreck the world again.
once again,
I don't need a lighthearted,
if they
bad
if
to the
they,
bone song as he's
He
walking out the
wasn't
bar.
gonna kill anybody, and I don't think he did kill anybody there.
No,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Like, all
you
they had
don't
to do
know
was
that at
give
that
up the
point.
clothes. Like,
But you don't know that at that point.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The bar scene might be my all-time
Yeah,
favorite
that's great.
Terminator scene.
I mean, I like the bar
I love the
scene.
bar scene.
I just could do without the song as he's exiting. The
I
bar.
like he's standing on the porch, he's putting the glasses on, like
it always got
bad to the bone.
It
Like,
always got a pass when I was a kid because that song always reminds me of the opening of Major Payne.
Well,
Because it plays the entire song with Major Payne just shooting people and waxing them and everything.
I think
everywhere.
that's kind of part of the problem is that is one of the moments that got like parodied to death
mhm.
Oh,
after
the
the
whole-
movie and copied.
Yeah.
And I think like looking back on it now, it's kind of cheesy, but at the time, I don't think it played
Well,
that way.
here's my thing though. Think of an 80s or 90s action flick that you really love, like this movie,
Mhm.
and think of one. Try and find one that doesn't have cheesy parts to it.
Oh yeah,
They don't
yeah.
exist.
Oh no.
We talked about it in Rocky.
Mhm.
You know, like there's cheesy parts to Rocky. I like the Rocky movies. I
There's
mean, for
nothing
the
wrong
most
with
part,
cheese. I love cheese.
right, right.
But I get like you like make the trailer for the movie and you're like, oh, here's the preview. And I know you already showed that Arnold was the hero, but I mean, I guess go ahead, just throw it in your face with George Thorogood, whatever. But
Yes.
I want the story to play out where I'm just oblivious to the goddamn thing all the way through until it gets to that point. Super nitpick, whatever.
Yeah.
I think the cat's out of the bag when you already know Arnold's the Terminator.
Yeah, but I mean,
Like that's like the bigger thing is like how's like what's his name, like Robert Peck or whatever his name is.
oh,
Like,
Bill Paxton.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Oh, you
No, Robert Patrick.
Robert Pat? Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the one where like, all right, how's he gonna play? Like that's who everybody's watching. We all know that Arnold can play a Terminator.
Well, when he
Like-
first talking to the parents, dude, he was more believable than Arnold
But
ever was.
But once again, he's a more advanced model, so like you would be more personable and everything. Like
Yeah.
he's even conversing with like kids and everything like that. Like once again, like so like he sold it. Like,
I'll be honest with you. I think Robert Patrick does a great job in this movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
He does
Yeah.
a great job,
Absolutely.
Always has.
and he always plays a bad guy. I feel like I can't think of a single movie he's in that he's a good guy.
I like how
Ugh.
they hid the liquid
know.
metal thing for the most part for a while though. Like you don't see it when he first showed up and everything. Like you don't see how that's how he killed the cop and all that. Like and then like just throughout, even like the first fight with Arnold and everything when they're at the mall.
Well, yeah.
Like,
I mean, James Cameron's a magician, man. You
that's
can't.
what I
You
mean.
got to
Like,
show a little card tricks in the beginning, and then go with the
well,
fucking disappearing act at the end.
but those were the arguments they had though, because Arnold wanted to be able to pick up the T-1000.
Yeah.
And James was like, no, like it's liquid metal. It's more dense than you are. Like, yes, he's smaller, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like he was like, it was like that was another point of contention, and that was in that hallway fight scene.
I was gonna say Arnold throws him around pretty easily.
He wanted to pick him up
Yeah.
because remember Paxton's only like, or Pack whatever his name is,
Patrick.
he's like 5'7". He was only like 170, 160 something in this movie.
Yeah.
Like like I said, Arnold's what 6'3", 6'4", like I said, it was yeah, like so he's basically holding him up while doing that scene, like.
But I love the bar scene, man. The bar scene is like I said, maybe my all-time
Oh.
favorite Terminator scene.
Yeah.
You didn't say please.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
And then when he puts that cigar out on his chest and he doesn't even flinch.
that's where he
Yeah.
looks at it at all, like.
Yeah.
And then like 3 different guys try and help him, and the 4th guy's like, "Fuck this, I'm getting out of here." I'm like, "Yeah,
Yep.
Dude, did
yep.
Arnold take a good shot to the cheek, or did I just? That looked like he got hit real nice. Like he might have had to take a couple days off.
yeah."
I mean, it's just the way the cut of the pool stick to the face. I mean, it looked
I just
realistic.
like how he threw old boy on the grill. I remember loving that as a
Yeah.
kid. And that to me was funnier than the bad to the bone thing. Like,
Oh.
I thought that was more funny than.
Well, the fact that he couldn't get off the grill.
They just roll
Yeah.
over. It was-
Yeah, just roll off, dude. What are you doing trying to do this?
That's what I mean.
Like you're
It's
gonna pat it out or
Mhm.
something.
I
Like
think
it's a stove.
I think
Yeah.
it's more the surprise you got thrown that far first off, because
It is
that was
disoriented.
that was way behind him and everything. Because even like the guy he throws through the front window and all that, like, yeah, it's basically just like a hydraulic press, like launching humans. Like,
Yeah.
like it is. But that's the thing. I think it's like they're really trying to sell that and everything, keep that in mind when they were fighting this thing. Like,
Soon I can't let you take that boa's back.
oh yeah, I don't know what that was all about. Like, why are you tough now? Like,
Yeah, you're about to head to the nursing home, son. You better.
He's
go
tough
back
now because
inside.
he had a gun.
Mhm.
Eh,
Because nobody shot Arnold inside, so they
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
know he could live through the gunshots. You know what I mean?
right.
Like he just he literally just threw around some guys that tried to punch him and hit him with a pool cue.
he got stabbed and burned.
Yeah, but I mean, like there was no gun action.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, so now the guy had a gun, so he was probably like, "Well,
But Arnold had a gun too.
it's true."
He took old boys. Once again, he could have killed everybody there.
But he did not.
No. There's a humanity to this
Mission
movie.
parameters, Tom.
Once again, I think there's a humanity to this movie that sets it apart from the first one.
Yeah, no, they're definitely.
I mean, Arnold's not against killing.
No, but I mean we'll get into it and everything
Yeah.
later on. But yeah, it's when John and everything starts
Mhm.
giving him orders and starts trying to make the machine or something that's Frankensteinian and all of that act a human that isn't. Like it's clearly projection and everything. It's like even at the end how he says like I understand why you cry, but it's something I can never do.
Mhm.
Like it's like I understand you want me to have humanity, but it's something that you can never actually give me, even though I am your creation. Like it's once again a weird little loop and everything, but like it is fun to watch.
Well, speaking of John, this is when we learn that he is in the foster care system because his mother is in a psychiatric hospital.
Yeah.
And she has lost rights to him, so he is in the foster care system. Obviously, we know from the last movie that her mother was killed by the original Terminator. So you know there was. I'm gonna guess that was her only family member that could have taken him in because it's just some random foster family that he's living with.
Yeah.
And he seems to be a little bit of a juvenile delinquent.
Indeed. With what's his face from what was it, Pete and Pete or Hey Dude?
Yeah. Yep.
You know, he's not listening to his foster parents. He's
But once
riding
again,
the dirt bike around town.
90s haircuts though.
Yes,
Like, that's
yes.
like
That was the glorious mullet.
Yeah, like
It really
it's
was.
bright red too on top of that, to where it's like a ginger mullet. Like that's a unicorn. Like that's what that is. Like, and you're out in the sun, bro. Like,
but they don't try and hide what these two guys are, what the two Terminators are doing very long in this one. You learn which one's good and which one's bad right after this. That Arnold is there to actually protect him instead of kill him, and the T-1000 is there to kill him. Like you learn that right after all these introductions. So
it gives you everything up front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great thing about these movies and all that. 1 and 2, it's like, hey, like I said, even the fight there, everything leads up to how this first one ended. You get automatically, we're gonna start with a semi, and we're gonna start with a Terminator versus Terminator fight. Like, this is what you're getting it from the jump. Like,
yeah, I mean the Terminators come head to head right here at the beginning in an arcade, like right outside an arcade.
And that goddamn civilian gets popped right in the beginning, and poor guy just
dude, he walked right in the damn way.
He
Yeah.
really did. Yeah.
Like,
Just
there was
trying to
like
get
a shot, like slugs going by and everything. You even heard him say, "Get down to John." Like and he still had his coffee too. Like,
poor guy's just making $5.65 an hour, and this is how he ends up. Fuck.
oh, it had to have been less than that. My first job was $5.15 and everything. Like,
Dude, I know I was making like six something in 2002.
I was say that poor guy had to be making like 3 something.
Yeah, probably.
Like, it had to be like 3.75, 3.15.
Sad times.
Yeah, because
Inflation.
The price of the club in the first one and everything,
I know.
$4.25. Like,
It's like more than an hour of wage
ah,
just to get in the club.
that's what I mean. That's why old boy was creeping around at the phone booth. He was trying to make his money while he was wild. Like, paid the cover. Like,
But I did always want that little device Mr. Connor had on that ATM dude, back in the
card
day.
cracking machine and
Yeah.
all that.
That was,
I always
that
thought
was legit.
like,
How'd you learn how to do this? My mom taught me. That's cool. No, she's a fucking psycho.
I just remember, like, for a brief period as a child when I first watched this, was like, does the machine really say, please insert your stolen credit card? Like, I was like, what? There's no way that's a command. Like, I don't own a credit card. No one I know has one yet, but still, like,
Yeah.
because that was one of those things. It was still early enough that, like, that was, like, everybody still had checks when I was, like,
Yeah. I mean, they didn't have no machines for the cards. They were just
No,
doing the
that's
slide
what
thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, walking up after somebody used it to get their pin after they just got done was pretty simple and all that.
Yeah.
Like, but and I love it. Like, it was once again like just $300. Like, just
I mean,
but
untrace.
once
Don't be
again,
too traceful or
I think
crazy with it.
$300 back then though. Once again, like,
It's a pretty good afternoon on the town. Like,
That's what I
Yeah.
mean. Yeah.
couple of
Especially at the
Especially
arcade.
teenagers.
I was like, especially
Just
in an arcade when you're
shit's
playing
a
for
quarter.
quarters.
Dude,
Yeah,
you're in there for
good-
12 hours,
good
maybe 2
Lord.
days.
Yeah. Like, yeah, because they're doing they're doing like what you would think kid shit. Like I said, like everybody's hanging out eating ice cream and treats. I was like, we got $300 What are you gonna do with that here? Like,
Fuck. Get like $5
All
for the goddamn
day.
cards.
yeah.
All day. Soda, candy, and video games.
Buying it for everybody. Yeah.
And then go to the card shop and buy 3 cases of basketball cards.
But yeah, then you get a nice chase scene of John on his motorbike and or dirt bike, and the T-1000 driving a semi, or it's not really a semi. It's a
It's like a tow truck for semis.
yeah. It's a semi tow truck. Yeah, and he drives it off an overpass, and it still drives afterwards.
I like just zero fucks. That's what I love about the Terminator. Like, to where it's like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Like fantastic. Because even when you see Arnold, like, that's what I love. Like, the contrast between the two scenes is great. To where, like, here, like I said, a semi just went off an overpass, slammed down after a kid on a dirt bike and all. And then just cut to, like, it almost looks like Arnold's just on a Sunday drive.
Yeah,
Like, just
yeah.
upright, just da-da-da. Like, just like, if you, like, change the music and all that, it's like, this is clearly an emergency. I don't know what you're doing, bro. Like, you're just out for a ride. Like, you look like you're enjoying your time.
Just no emotion. Like, I'll get there.
Yeah, it's just like, fuck, it's over there and all. Like,
Yeah. It's and then you see then Arnold blows up the truck, and the T-1000 just walks out of it like it's absolutely positively nothing. And then it's kind of like the moment of the. I mean, after watching the first one, we knew he wasn't going to be dead. But just the nonchalant way he walks out of it and like morphs as he does it, you're kind of like, oh shit.
But
Like,
once again, it gives you exactly how the first one ended.
yeah,
It's once again, it's stripped down and everything. After the semi is blown up, he's gonna come out the fire, and it's like you briefly see what it is underneath, like the camouflage. Like that's what like it's like like it picks up right there and gives you everything number one ended on. Like, that's why it starts at the high note that you were given. Once again, great storytelling. But even before that, like I guess like Arnold nearly broke all four of his fingers doing the shotgun flip.
yeah.
Like he did because I guess it was like he still wanted to do it, but like they had to heavily modify it and all. But he tried it with like it unmodified, and the first time, yeah, it came down and like nearly broke all four of his
Oh,
fingers.
damn.
Like
Well, as somebody that
just
has a decent gun collection and like shoots guns regularly, I have a lever action, and there's no way you're going like this and, and flipping it. There's not a snowball's chance in hell.
Well, but that's what they were saying. That's why he nearly broke his fingers. Like because he like tried, it didn't, and like
yeah.
But he's a Terminator. He's got to do that.
Well, and that's what it was, and it had to be done one-handed.
Yeah.
I mean, you see it in even in westerns. Like I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Rifleman, but like he's a fast draw shooter with a lever action rifle. It's unrealistic. There's a John Wayne movie. I think it's Rio Lobo or Rio Bravo, one of the two, where he like does that multiple times. Where he like flips the gun and flips it back to cock his lever, and I'm like. I mean, maybe you can get a special lever action made so you can do it. I mean, Tom said they worked on Arnold so he could do it, obviously, but like just a regular.
Like I said, I don't know if it worked. I just know that it did the stunt.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if it actually could fire and everything.
I wouldn't even want to try it because I know it. Like what I even if I get it to flip, the stopping it is going to hurt really bad. Like there's a lot of force to do the lever. Like
that's what made it so much more impressive. Like, but I love that though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Arnold and John get away, obviously, and John is, an idiot kid who's like, I gotta go home, and he's like, you can't go home, like, and he's like, well, why not, essentially, and he's like, because that's the first place he's gonna go look for you, and Arnold turns out to be right because he kills the foster parents. And again, Tom, the dog is the one that gives them away on the phone.
Well, and then Arnold even used it.
Yeah.
To where it's like, hey, what's wrong with Wolfie? And it's like, Wolfie's fine. I'm like, she's dead. It's like,
yeah.
Like just immediately everything. But poor Todd.
Yeah,
I know.
Like he was just telling the dog to shut the fuck up, and she was over it. So just like dead.
I like how they don't show you what he did to him until after the scene's over.
Yeah.
And that was a nice taste of the full-fledged special effects of that Terminator too.
Yeah.
Well, and it was one of the first times you see it, like used like that, because then afterward you don't see it used in that way to like for him to take on the persona until it's the fat security guard with the coffee.
Oh yeah.
and all that when he takes his image.
So yeah, and then that's when we see the back and forth between John and Arnold, where he realizes he can give Arnold orders.
Yeah, but that's also where like don't kill people and all that.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Well, I mean, whenever the orders thing is like, hey, we're gonna go save Sarah. Like that's like we're gonna go save Mom now. Like.
Yeah, I mean that's where it ends. But there's a whole conversation there where he realized, like, I don't want you to kill people, and Arnold's like, but I'm a Terminator. That's what I do.
Yeah, and once again, it's I don't know. Like I said, the movie it just has a different feel because of that to me.
And at least he was mature enough to not be like realize what the situation was. It's kind of coming to realization in his brain that his mom was actually telling some good realistic stories, and him not to be like, hey, can you take me to the Pizza Hut and grab a couple of pies,
Yeah, you're right, but at the same time, he shows his immaturity immediately by essentially challenging those two guys to a fight, knowing the Terminator was staying there. But then
they came to help him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, after they came to help him, but then gets mad at Terminator for, oh, I'm just gonna kill him then, and because they tried to hurt you, and then he's like, you can't kill him, and he's like, why? Like,
Like, what are we doing here, man?
So then that's the point where he's like,
Well,
I gotta click this shit back
But
down.
once again, I think that's John, or like that's that childlike, like I was just being a punk kid.
yeah,
Like the pro says and everything, but like you like so just because like we're being assholes to each other doesn't mean I want to kill you and all that.
Yeah.
And it's trying to explain or like get that through to a machine that it's like that's not in the dynamic. And I think that's where, like I said, it's just massive projection here and all that, like entertaining. But yeah, like, but yeah, then we go try to save Sarah. Like,
they do. We have seen Sarah a couple of times over the course of the movie at this point in the psychiatric hospital.
she's being held captive by Bubbles.
By who?
The Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys. Like, I mean, not really, but like the giant Coke bottle glasses.
Dude, that motherfucker was creepy as fuck.
Yeah,
Licked her
look at
right
it.
on the cheek.
Licks her face.
But
yeah,
dude, like the
Yeah.
giant glasses and like everything, that's like this motherfucker. Like,
Always
like,
that weird motherfucker that they hire, dude.
Oh yeah,
God
like,
damn.
I loved it when he got busted with that broomstick.
You're fucking right.
Just whack, and it looks so bad. Like, but no, Sarah got yoked.
I was gonna say that too. Linda Hamilton, like you tell she hit the gym hard for the second movie, because her physique is nothing like it was in the first
No.
movie.
Nothing even close.
But once again, like, and that just shows like even just development, like as the character and all.
Yeah, like
Because
you had to
once it-
go that route.
Yeah, you go from just like I said, a normal like everyday girl working at a fast food joint and everything, trying to go on a date on a Friday night, to like, all right, now this is what you're doing, like fighting for the future. Go. Like,
But they also kind of do this whole like, well, Arnold and John are coming to break you out, but she doesn't know it, and she's breaking herself out because the cops come and tell her that Arnold is in town, so she's scared for John's life.
Right.
So she kind of shows how big of a badass she is on her way out until she runs into Arnold and freaks the fuck out, and essentially like almost goes like she freezes, fight, flight, or freeze. She freezes.
yeah.
Like if Arnold was trying to kill her, she's dead. Like,
She had like a flashback.
Once again,
Yeah.
yeah, there was her PTSD. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was freaking down. They were about to give her the shot. Like, which
yeah,
once again we see the doctor again, like
indeed.
from the hospital.
Which,
Like,
here's my question about that. He doesn't believe her whatsoever, right?
no.
But he was in the police station when Arnold showed up the first time.
But it was body
No,
armor
he-
and
he-
PCP.
no, he walked away.
Yeah, he left the facility.
Remember, as Arnold's walking in, he's checking his keys or something.
Yeah,
like
that's
that,
right. He leaves.
And then he
Okay.
walks out.
All right.
It was body armor and
Yeah.
PCP, man.
Yeah. But no, yeah, because he just left the building and everything like at that. Now this one, everything he's seen it all.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
But yeah, I mean, by the way, the whole like whatever that was, whatever chemical she puts in the syringe and
Drano,
sticks the syringe in his neck, like, oh damn,
Yeah,
like
that Drano will get you.
Yeah, that'd be a nasty way to
there was a
go.
lot. Yeah, that was a big ass syringe. Like
That's called I'm serious about your
Yeah.
life here, buddy.
man, it was pretty ballsy for old boy to try to tackle her around the corner.
it was,
that-
it was.
Yeah, that was a bold move on his part.
I think if I was the guy with the needle in my neck, I'd have been like, everybody just leave her alone. Like, let her get out. I don't care.
Let her
Like,
leave this
yes.
building.
Yeah,
Yeah, let her leave the building. I
Do not
don't care.
track her down as possible.
Especially with the female cop with the broken arm. What the fuck are you gonna do?
Oh no, she
Like, girl, come on.
she was there to prove something, Ray.
Yeah. What, employee of the month?
Yeah, that's why she gave Arnold a good slap and then got her ass pushed back.
Yeah.
Like, just palm. Like,
But
We'll learn today.
yeah.
T-1000 obviously shows up, and then you get another showdown between him and Arnold. And Sarah and John kind of realize like exactly what he is and kind of what he's capable of, because Arnold shoots him like 5 times with that shotgun right there, like point blank, and he just absorbs them with those, what are they? I don't know, like craters,
Yeah.
and then just keeps coming, and they end up, and then he like pries open the elevator with his like he sticks a sword through it and then turns it into
Yeah.
something else and pulls it open. I don't remember. Does Arnold shoot him again? Is that how he gets him away before it closes again?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
like
pops
right in
in
the
the head.
face with the shotgun.
Oh yeah, that's when
Yeah.
it splits
And
his
then he-
head. Yeah.
He jumps on the top. He starts stabbing down and all because that's how he gets Sarah and all that in the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get out the elevator from there. And then he's like chasing the cop car.
Yes, you're right. He actually gets damn. Like he gets on the back of the cop car, breaks out the back window, and you're like, man, John's pretty exposed here. Like, and nobody's really doing much about it.
Yeah.
And again, quit shooting him with pistol rounds. It doesn't do any good.
No, yeah, small rounds just don't work. But no, like I said, but I do like how they even like show that like this mall, like parts of it can be separate from.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, when it blows off the part that he's holding on to the trunk of the car with, like John grabs it and can throw it off separate, and then it goes to him and all. So like at that point, not only do you know like you've seen the knives and the stabbing weapons and him like taking other people's identity, but now it's like, oh, I don't even have to be fully pieced together and all that.
Well, he was even the checkered floor, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
he's
like,
a
that's
fucking
just-
dangerous.
That's what I said. Anything with
fucking
equal
machine
mass,
here.
like
Yeah.
camouflage.
Yeah. But then you see like Terminator like hides them in like a old gas station, tire shop type situation. Stays up all night on watch while they sleep. Sarah's like realizing and like she's narrating again, like talking about like, oh, this is essentially like how weird it is that he's protecting them instead of trying to kill them, stuff like that. And then she kind of takes over at this point and was like, hey, we've got to go here. I've got stuff, blah blah blah,
Like,
and sends them to the Latino guy and his family.
Enrique.
Yeah. And she has like a bunker that has like serious weaponry, like
Everything.
miniguns, grenade launchers, rifles, pistols. I mean, pretty much anything you can think of.
hey, she's been planning for this day. Like,
She has.
And
yes.
she ran with the gun runner for a while. So
Yeah.
like,
She sacked up with anybody that could teach her something.
utility.
And then but then she just in the middle, like then she's narrating and telling you how like this is the best thing for John because the Terminator will stay with him for the rest of his life and never betray him and never let him down and all these things, and you're like, oh, like that's kind of cool that his mom is like considering these things. And then she just out of nowhere just jumps in a car and fucking drives away. And you're like,
Well, he's well taken care of.
Well, but like,
Yeah.
but once again, the foreshadowing that led up to that though is that like she even told him that like, hey, tell me everything about Dyson, where
Yeah.
he lives, what he looks like all that. Like, she was already planning to go assassinate him,
which is so dumb. You don't go do it. You send the
You had the
Terminator to do it.
Yeah.
Like, it's the dumbest decision in this whole movie. Like, why would you be the one to go? Because first off, that Terminator's not gonna. He's not gonna stop until he gets it done. He's gonna do it because he considers it protection to John.
Right.
So, which is his ultimate mission. So he'll get it done. He's better at it than you, and on top of it, he doesn't have the feelings. Because what stops her in the end is her feelings.
Because she could have done it.
Yeah, she had him dead to rights.
Yeah.
Dead
Yeah.
to rights.
And then on top of it,
ammo.
on top of it, there's no repercussions for him because nobody's gonna be able to arrest him or kill him afterwards.
Yeah.
You are gonna die or be arrested afterwards.
Yeah.
Like the whole decision making process of her going after the creator instead of sending Arnold's Terminator after him is so dumb.
Yeah, it was too much motherly protection.
It was emotional. Yes,
Yeah,
it was an
too
emotional decision.
Motherly protection.
Well,
thing.
but also, but that's what led from like, I mean, her dream and everything.
Yeah.
Of seeing herself as like herself. How you say it? Like without the time interference and everything. With her being the mother to John and everything, with like the '80s hair and
Yeah.
everything and all that, like, and then seeing that like nuked into oblivion and all. But I think a lot of it also speaks to once again like just the timeline that they're in, even because then from that like John makes the Terminator go get her and all that, which then leads them going to Cyberdyne to destroy everything, which even if she would have been successful and assassinated him, she didn't think about even at the time, and the research would have continued anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered.
He was the lead scientist on the project, but he didn't like it. He didn't like.
It was just what his research was based off of,
Yeah.
but he didn't, like I said, it was.
But
it's been
they
there.
went out and got him to do it. They would just gone out and gotten somebody else to do it if
Yeah,
they'd have
that's
killed
what
him.
that's what
Yeah,
I mean. They like she wouldn't have known that though. She would have
Yeah.
thought like, oh, it's done with him. Like it had to have been the research. It had to have been the chip. It had to have been the arm. Like the data and all that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been just that. So like in that timeline, and even they speak to it to where she was like, what did she say? Something to the effect of like the future to her used to be so certain, and now is like driving on a dark road, or something to that effect. To where it's like, hey, because he even said is like, if we destroy it all now and all my research, what will it stop? Because he even starts to think in that regard, even
Yeah.
because he actually like once again when Arnold rips his forearm all like the skin off and
Yes.
like shows him and all like it kind of drives home like, hey, this is yeah, white people shit. Like, 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 never mind this giant Australian man that's about to like cut into his arm. Like, it's perfectly okay. Like, we're just
I
gonna
moved to the hills for a reason. Goddamn tweakers followed me here.
we're just gonna take your kid in the next room. It's okay. Like,
I mean, it's such a cool scene though
Mm-hmm.
when he just grabs it, goes whoosh, and it's just gone. Like the whole forearm down is
well,
gone.
Yeah.
and they did it so that way, like, one, he could wear the gloves, so like later on, it was easier for him to tear that arm off, and for when he was in the lava, for them to do that with the puppet, like the thumbs up and go down. So there was like a practical reason too, because that was always asked, like, he could have proven it in such an easier way. Like he didn't have to do his like half his arm
Right.
and everything. Like what was the point? But the point was for the gloves and because like that arm was gonna get torn off in the fight later on, and you'd actually get to see the mechanics and make it easier because they were purposely trying to avoid the gore thing in this one. Like that was the reason to where like if you get rid of the skin really quick like he did there, you won't have to worry about the problem of like tearing flesh and meat later on. It's just clean mechanics.
Okay.
Like it goes back to like once again he can't kill nobody, the humanity aspect of it.
Yeah.
Like
And by the way, I don't think we mentioned this. The reason Sarah stops from killing Dyson is because of his kid.
Yeah.
I don't think we mentioned that, but the kid kind of jars her out of her state,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Well, I can't." Well, the kid is also like laying across his dad, trying to protect him. And what do you think this kid is? Like 4 or 5, probably.
Yeah.
Like he's a little kid.
yeah.
Like obviously you weren't gonna pump the kid, but I mean, like she could have just threw him off and shot the guy if she wanted to. But
Tell
she,
the mom to grab the kid. Like
yeah.
bitch, get the kid down.
But like you said, Tom, they end up going to what is the place called again?
Cyberdyne.
Cyberdyne
yeah.
to destroy the stuff, and they end up getting like SWAT teams and all the police. Like
Well, like it's because they get silent alarm and everything. They like duct tape the guy to the in the bathroom to like a urinal or
Yeah,
some
that was
shit.
stupid.
Like,
You can't find a closet.
that once again, like yeah, there's definitely a kid involved
By
here.
the way,
Like, it's
by the way, the security guard that finds them is
doesn't
like,
help at all. Like,
yeah, it doesn't help at all. He just
turns
goes,
it
oh shit, and like pulls his gun and runs out of the room, and I'm like, you just left him there.
Yeah,
Like,
Well, he's safe. He ain't going nowhere.
yeah, I was like, oh my
yeah.
God.
By the way, I have this written in my notes. I have to say it out loud. Minigun and a grenade launcher, just an epic fucking combo.
Oh
Just
yeah.
an epic fucking combo.
That was a real minigun.
Yeah.
They borrowed it from a Navy SEAL and they really dropped it.
Hmm.
That was not yeah, that was a point of contention as well. Like,
And then after he runs out of rounds, you just see the whole cop line going.
oh yeah, he's walking away, just cheesing. No, what was even better, rewatch it, and the funnier part is when he goes out there and all right, so he's just popping people in the knees, right?
Yeah.
Like coming out, takes the little like the smoke grenade gun and is hitting people, hits the guy in the back, and he says something just like dumb as shit to where like it's like like the pain or it hurt. Like it was something like that to where like everybody else just got kneecapped. You just got hit with body armor with like a smoke grenade. Like,
Yeah.
you got off easy, bro.
Yeah,
Like you
no
and the other
kidding.
guy, like everybody else was limping for the rest of their lives. Like,
I wonder how they felt after that. After Arnold them fucking
oh, I'm
beat
sure
feet down the
everybody.
road, and they're like, man, this dude killed 28 cops about 10 years ago, and now he's just popping kneecaps. What are we gonna call him this time around?
The bronze kneecap.
The knee popper.
No, bronze kneecap. Like,
Bronze kneecap.
like, but no, yeah, because like he from there on. Well, one like they like you said they get caught and everything in there and all, but then shoot, what happened? Like because at that point the Terminator had already stolen a bike from another officer and all that.
Yeah.
Like, and I just love that too. Just walks up to him and just happy as can be.
By the way, when the cops go into the lab and they're all in there, they, without saying a word, just fucking light the doctor up and just shoot him like 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And
I don't think they would have acted like that. Like, nobody here has been hurt.
Right, yeah.
Like-
I don't know. I like the way
Well,
the way
28 cops were hurt last
the
time.
way and the way that they just got minigunned and like you said grenade
That was
launched.
before that, though, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, well, you're maybe right then.
Yeah,
after,
yeah.
after he shot at them, they may not have asked
Because-
any
Because
questions.
that was the thing. This was to push them back so they could set up the bomb to blow everything up. And then when they got out, he got the SWAT truck and everything and brought it in. And they escaped in the back of the SWAT truck.
I mean, they did do that, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, like it was him. He had to get them away from there first and everything so he could
Yeah.
walk out and get it.
But in
'Cause
reality,
remember, John was like, "Don't kill anybody." Like,
Dyson was innocent in all this. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
he was taking the leg out, but he was
Well-
like they were able to do it because he was able to do
but,
it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Dyson even kind of even said something to that effect, like, "You're judging me on things that I haven't even done yet." Like, and that is what's happening here. Like, I mean, once again, you're even kind of judging him on based on an entirely different timeline.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, even with this, if her shot would have taken, like I said, Dyson did die, but it obviously this franchise continues. like,
You don't say.
yeah, like, which once again though, I actually liked how Dyson went out. Like, it's baller. Like
Yeah.
he even gave them a warning to where like he's not gonna be a total dick. It's like, hey, this stuff has to blow up. I still believe in the cause, but it's like, I don't know how long I can hold this. Like, and you just with the breath thing, I loved how that played out. Like, that to me was one of the iconic scenes of like, badass history movie theater and all that.
Absolutely,
Yeah, like that was a great death. Because even right after the pile was like, it's a fucking war zone down there. Like,
But then you get another really cool car chase scene when then Arnold and them steal a truck that only goes 65 miles an
Yeah.
hour.
oh, no,
Well, before that, you get the SWAT truck and the
and
helicopter.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Dude, I liked whenever he backed in that helicopter and just
Yeah.
like, we're cool.
Yeah.
which,
But
and
then you
he-
get taken out because you got a flat tire, and you're just like, God damn the luck.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was just straight up bad luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they're like, hey, he's gaining. You got to go faster. He's like, this is max velocity for this vehicle. Like, and you're like, oh, okay then. Oh, man. But again, you get this car chase. Things happen. He ends up in a damn semi again. The T-1000, I mean. So the bad guy ends up in a semi at the end to chase him down. And they end up going into some sort of like foundry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like an iron forge or whatever. Like,
And the semi wrecks, and the semi just happens to be full.
either way, I love how Arnold's road skied it and everything. Like, that's what I love.
Oh, and the fucking roll maneuver.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it
Yes.
sideways, and I'm gonna stand there just on the door and everything, and just like boom, tuck and roll throughout it. Like I love that.
And so T-1000 gets frozen stiff. It takes him a little bit, but he gets frozen stiff.
'Cause it's hauling liquid nitrogen is why.
Yes, liquid nitrogen. And Arnold shoots. Well, then you get another super iconic line of "Hasta la vista, baby."
Yep.
And he shoots him and shatters him.
AI learning. Like,
He shatters him. Great. I love it. The rest of the scene pisses me off because they all just stand around and let him put himself back together. They literally go nowhere.
they even say,
Yeah.
we need to go. Like, we don't have much
Yes.
time. Like,
Yeah, like he's like, we don't have much time. We got to get out of here. And the three of them just stand there together until he's completely whole again.
but here's my thing too with that, and I just don't. I guess the mechanics and me poking holes being a bastard, but that system should know that the T1000's weakness is temperature. So
Yeah.
why not try to, like, there's a molten thing of it, right? You could like skip ahead all of it right there, shovel bits and pieces of it in there, right, like real quick.
That's true. You could have started picking up pieces and throwing it in the vats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that-
and they're all around you.
I was like, you could have done that super fast and everything. Like, you know this about this like model.
Well, I guess John didn't accept the terms and conditions agreement on that update and missed that whole fucking procedure on that.
Wow, he paid for it and
P800.
all. So Arnold gets his face smashed in with an I-beam later on. Like,
Well, then we get to see
I love
like
that
a
scene too.
hand-to-hand fight between the two Terminators while John and Sarah are supposed to be getting away and doing a terrible job of it, by the way.
It's like they go in a big circle.
Yeah, and like you said, Arnold gets the shit kicked out of him. But at first he doesn't. At first he like throws him around like over and over again, and then T1000 essentially is like, I'm tired of this, and beats the shit out of him.
Well, I mean, Arnold at one point get his hand crushed, so he's
Well, that's
automatically
that- yeah.
handicapped at one point.
Yeah, then he gets his hand crushed in the
Cog.
like a gear, a giant
Yeah,
gear
whatever the hell
essentially.
it is.
And T1000 runs away to go find the other two. Then Arnold rips his arm off to get out of it. And then
But right there, all right. So like, I can't remember exactly, but like, the ripple that he does right there after that, like after like he's like Arnold's arm is in that cog and everything, like he's reaching
yeah.
for him and everything. The 1000 looks up. There's that ripple he does and everything. That's actually supposed to be like foreshadowing that he's about to die, like that they're in the timeline and everything that he gets taken down or something like that. Like it's supposed to be like a glitch in and all, to where it's like that's another reason why like when he does fall in the vat, he goes through everything he went through, like everybody's form in reverse.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
I just
and
always wondered that as a kid, like why that happened, because I always noticed I was like,
Sarah tells John to run while she's shooting him with a shotgun. At least he has a shotgun this time. John runs like 10 feet.
how irritated are you though that nobody loaded until the
that
last
gun,
fucking
yeah.
minute?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like
it was
all
super
the
irritating.
this throughout the movie and all that, nobody loads or cocks or nothing until the last minute.
Tactical reload, people. Tactical reload.
Well,
They
that-
took the shotgun out of the SWAT van, so they had the entire slow truck ride to just load.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's not like there wasn't time.
Yeah.
You've been running. It's like the whole time anyway. Like
Yeah, and you at least put 7 in the tube, can't you?
More than one. I don't know.
Yeah,
exactly
no,
how
more
many,
than
but
one.
more than
Five,
one.
five at the least.
Five
or
Yeah.
7, you
I was
know.
saying,
Yeah.
until she does the iconic marching forward
Mhm.
and all that, like she was putting one at a time there. Like
Yeah, and then fumbled the second one.
And
Dude,
then
come
just
on.
bop.
This is second go round. You ought to be
Shoulder.
ready to go.
like
And you've been practicing for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is what you do.
Miss little Mexican gun cache.
she did kind of fuck that up. But she didn't talk though. Like she took one in the shoulder and all that, and she didn't call out for John
That's true.
And Arnold shows back up and fights him again
with a stick.
and gets the holy shit kicked out of
Just
him.
like Reese showing up with a bar. Like it is. It's the first one all over again. Just
And then the bar gets run through him, and his eyes, the lights go out of his eyes, so you think he's dead
Yeah.
or terminated or.
he gets smashed with that I-beam in the head. Or like
Yeah, he does that a few times too. Yeah.
But yeah, like I always thought though with that, like the whole thing would have been like he never would have gotten out if the 1000 just would have bent the bar.
Yep.
Like, that's all. Like just a simple matter of physics. And I was like, I don't know if you could have like. I guess he could have shoved it the other way, but it would have taken a minute. Like,
Yeah. And once you get it inside your chest,
yeah,
like
you just try to push
yeah,
yourself.
you gotta like stick your hand inside there and push it more. Like yeah, like
I figured out that plate's probably strong enough just to shove himself up. It's just metal.
but so you think Arnold's dead. He goes and Sarah's essentially completely useless at this point. But John is coming back to try and save her because he's an idiot again. um, and he gets tricked by the T-1000 who is taking the form of his mom. But then the mom shows up and does what Tom mentioned, the whole scene where she's like cocking the gun with one hand. Again, she's not doing that. Cocking the gun with one hand, repeatedly shooting him until she's out of bullets, which he's right teetering on the edge of falling in. I was like, throw the gun at him. Throw the gun at him. like what else you going to do with it? Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
throw the gun at him, then try and kick him, I guess. I don't know. Like,
Bang. Gotcha.
yeah. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but yeah. And then, iconic scene of Arnold coming up the gear with the grenade launcher and just poof and off into the vat of molten metal. And that is the end of T-1000. And then you got a heartfelt conversation while overlooking the molten metal of the three of them. I think this is Tom's favorite scene, so I'll let him cover it.
Just nonsense. Well, I mean, it's just one. It's just once again just a different tone. I mean, it speaks to the lightheartedness that I think you talked about, Ray, with like even this the music choice and all that. Like the fact that like they would pick in like a recognizable song as such and all that, but I don't know. Like it's just a different feel. Like. But I mean, I guess it wasn't bad. It made sense. It was a great way to tie up the storyline and get rid of Arnold and all that, like the 101, like, and like I said, it was like iconic. He like, it was like, even talk about like interfacing CPU to where like, all right, so like you like at least learned humanity, quote unquote, and all that, or like how to interact with it as such. Like,
Yeah.
but like.
Poor
Yeah.
kid just can't get a dad to save his life.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
I'm not gonna lie though. I mean, the dad thing is cool, but at the same time, like just having your own personal Terminator would be pretty badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it sucks that it's again all for naught because once again, it's like, hey, you probably could have stayed around in this timeline and all that, like, because apparently once again, the franchise goes on. Like, what if I would have sent another one? Would I have two in the third one now? Like,
That's true.
as
Yeah.
well as like, how many can I send back at one time and all that, or how many years? Like, how many timelines do this? Like I said, it's a loop.
But you think it's over at the end of this because Arnold's gone in, the chip has gone in, the pieces have all gone in, the T-1000's gone in. Like, you think everything's destroyed. It's over. Like there's no chips left to
essentially everything
create.
was, like they could have ended the franchise there.
Like they could have, and it would have been a solid ending. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
It was neatly
and
wrapped up.
and they
and all.
probably should have.
It's been a while since I've watched part 3, but from what I recall, it's probably
Yeah,
the case.
three's not my favorite.
Yeah, I think the best thing has come from the franchise is that anime series on Netflix.
Yeah.
Because that was pretty damn good.
I'm not even aware of it. Yeah.
But does anybody else have anything about the movie they want to talk about?
We look here real quick.
Tom, AJ, anything?
No, pretty much
so,
the
yeah.
majority of what I liked about it and all. Like, I don't know, like. Once again, great movie. Not a lot of cast in it, to be honest, when you think about it. More extras than anything else. I mean, but everybody that we did see and all that, like, I mean, like I said, even from, like, the foster parents to, like, the fucking, like, best friend and all that, like, we can pick out those small characters on the side and everything and still appreciate them.
Yeah.
Oh, so I got one. The feminism speech at the Dyson household. You remember that one?
Yeah.
It's like, come on, mom.
Not helpful.
And then
Not helpful.
the key in the visor continuous. That was kind
Yeah.
of funny.
Everybody puts their key in their visor, apparently.
Yeah.
At least at that point in time, yeah. Like,
Not after the movie came out.
yeah,
Right, yeah.
Like,
Damn, they're on to me.
ruined it. Like, gotta find a new hiding spot. Like, the passenger. Like, it's just like,
Well, that'll wrap up our movie discussion and lead us into rankings. Ray, you want to pull up our Terminator model rankings here? As of right now, it's at number 1 is T800 and number 2 is T1. And in this, we're going to add T1000. So I feel like this could be an interesting conversation, but I'll let you guys say what you think first.
I mean, he is definitely the better of the three. His capabilities are off the charts. With little weakness.
I say it's only weak as temperature.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're right. His capabilities are off the charts. I mean, the morphine by itself is just super badass.
It's for an infiltration, assassin robot. You're like, it doesn't get any better than that.
But I still don't know how he got to send back in time. I don't know how he pulled that off.
Google it, Ray.
It occurred to me. I just assumed that for the trip they covered him in actual skin, and then he doesn't need it after that.
I mean,
But
I just went with it. It's just
Yeah.
a one of them questions, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
I mean, I just buy that it's organic enough.
Yeah, I
Like,
guess.
that's how that's like because real it's like then you get into the discussion of like, all right, like how, like what is life, like how much of a bacteria, quote unquote, do I need to have to form a living organism or so like that, or like how much of a cell do I really need to make on the outside and all that, or like even something like that. You just pretend like was the cells protected by nanobots, so it's liquid in that form.
T1000 was able to time travel because they encased him in a living tissue cocoon provided by Skynet.
Oh, so they have pods.
Oh, pod now. They got pods now.
There you go.
Okay.
So they could send the tank back.
It's a big pod, but I guess.
That's the point. I just heard there was pods. We didn't talk size. Like,
So I guess here's the question here, guys. I think we're all in agreement that T1000 is a better model than T800.
Yeah.
But T800 defeats him.
the 101 defeats him.
Yeah, I mean, true, but
Once again, I think it goes back to
there's a lot of factors.
a
involved.
long enough fight. I think the 1000 would just tear it apart. Like, unless you actually expose it to extreme temperature in a vacuum, if they're just in a field fighting.
If they hadn't happened to drive into a foundry.
It's true. It's true.
Like, it's one
With a nitrogen tank.
Like a lot of things
Because
lined up.
I would even be curious because I didn't really see it. I'd even be curious to see if it's the liquid knife form can cut the T800 or 101 metal.
That's true. I don't know.
Like, I'd like to see if that is a thing.
I don't know.
But
Like
yeah.
I want to say T800 is iconic. It's awesome. I love it. But T1000 is just.
I was gonna say I
better.
want to just because of the aesthetic, but yeah, the one that, like I said, unless you're, like I said, if you're just in a field nowhere like high enough temperatures to kill it, like I said, that's its only weakness. Like every model has like that one thing, like that's their weakness and all that.
Well, and I'm not even sure that just high temperature would kill it. Like I think it is not
Well,
just that it melted, but it melted into another metal.
Well,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
And it's continuously
like-
liquid
right,
now.
yeah.
Well, temperature is one of the things that does it, but like you go the other direction where if it would have kept complete for like the liquid nitrogen state, it's virtually done for.
as long as you can keep it that cold.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you
Yeah.
could keep it that temperature, that's the weakness and all that. But once again, like I said, you're not killing it. Whereas at least with the 800 or the 101, yeah, you pretty much sever the head. It seems like, and you're good.
Yeah, because I mean,
Oh,
with
yeah,
the
that's
1000, you don't know.
Well, that's the
Besides-
thing. Sever the head of the 1000, still fine.
Yeah,
Sever
because you
the
don't
head
know
of
where
the-
you don't know
like-
how the nano or how the liquid metal and the computer blah 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 works.
Like I said, just better tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like we're in agreement. The T1000 is now taking over the #1 ranking here. No surprise, really. but-
Yeah.
Dude, do you know there's like a T1? There's like a giant spider version of this motherfucker.
Mhm.
But that's in the game though.
Either way, it's
It is. It's
it
massive
exists,
and
yeah.
it's crazy.
It's like the T1 million or whatever, like because it actually guides cyber and allied dyne system, like the should be like mainframe. But there's like small versions of that too. There's like little liquid spiders that run around.
Yeah.
Like the tech gets weird when you start looking at all of them throughout it.
It is wild.
All right, gents. That leads us to the rankings of the movies themselves. And we actually have something to discuss this week.
Yeah, I'll throw it out there. It's 1 and 2. Like I still like number 1.
Oh, no, I'm the opposite. I
Two
think
is one of my
That's
best movies ever made.
well, that's why I went ahead and just jumped the gun. I'm saying it just because like I know AJ, you already threw down the
Absolutely,
gauntlet.
yeah.
Like it's another reason why I've slowly been beating the drum that you're just kind of giving me everything that 1 did, just with better money. Like you made it more Hollywood with your music and everything, even with the Guns N' Roses song and whatnot. Fucking bleeding heart and everything, not pulling the trigger because of a child. Like your damn humanity. Where the first one's just cold hearted, like People vs. Machine.
Yeah, I gotta go with Tom on this one. I liked 1 more than 2.
Yeah, so you gotta sell that post-apocalyptic.
Yeah.
Like it's dark, it's gritty, and you do not get it. At least I know in the second one. Definitely not in the third. I haven't seen 4 or 5.
I mean, I know what Terminator 2 was going for, a little more humanic, progressive story vibe, but
I'm not saying they still didn't try to hit that note because like I was
Yeah.
telling AJ, you can still feel they did, but they did it with there is a humanity to this movie and a mainstream that like it is what it is. It's a successful franchise they got more money for.
Yeah.
Like it's not their fault. It's still it's one of the best it set the bar at the time.
Yeah.
But I'm saying personally, like I want the indie film.
yeah.
I mean, I see your point, but T2.
I mean, I see your point, but I also think you made AJ's point. You're like, oh, they took this movie and vastly improved upon it.
That's what. Well,
Like,
they didn't improve. They just like cleaned it up. It's no different than what I was talking about watching the first one, where the difference between watching a digitized version or the film. I'm watching the same thing, but I'm not. And it's the same with this and everything. We even talked about like even picks up and gives us how the first one ended. Like I'm watching the same thing, but I'm not.
mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think T2 just raised the bar for movies in general.
Yes,
Indeed it did.
Like you look at the movies that came out before and after it.
Yes.
Like it really for action.
I mean, we talked about it at the
Like,
beginning. Was it off air or was it the beginning of this
It's
episode?
the beginning of the episode.
The beginning of the episode where we talked about how T2 like jumped action movies forward.
Right. Kind of like the Matrix did, almost 10
Yeah.
years later.
Well,
I mean,
the
special
CGI.
effects throughout the charts
Yeah.
in this movie.
Like
Yeah.
really, him walking, him headbutting the helicopter and going into it, and him walking through the metal and all that, even with the gun still in the hand and showing
Yeah.
that it didn't pass. Like those two scenes in CGI, like you said, still hold up to this day and set the bar so high at that time. No one else did anything near it.
Yeah, the computer effects really hold up, and the practical effects are still just amazing. I
Yeah.
can't believe they got a person to do that.
I'll give
You
you
know
that.
what I mean? Like-
There's a nice synergy. It's not overdone.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll give you that much.
But I like the first one because at least the humans somewhat have a chance,
See, no,
If
that's
you
what-
take
but no, that's what I like because the humans don't. Humans get waxed everywhere and everything. No one is spared, like in the second one, where he's purposely trying to hold back, and the only one that kills is the bad guy.
right
Here, it's
no,
like there's collateral damage everywhere.
but no, when you watch
He is the bad guy.
but when you
in the
watch
first one.
Yeah.
but when you watch the second one, and you're like, it's taken 2 humans and a Terminator just to even lay a fucking dent in this guy. Like you're just like, humanity's done. Like we don't even need to make a third one.
That's the whole point. Humanity is done.
Yeah.
we'll know in 4 years.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Like-
California humanity's done already. But no, I like the simplicity of the first one. It was basic. It was humans versus machine, slasher vibe all the way through. You had the stupid roommate with the stupid fucking boyfriend who had no clue on life. Uh, you got the little Halloween vibe with that. You had the nice little progression of the character from start to end with Sarah Connor. Um, as much, man, if I was sitting in that car though, and you got Reese telling me this big ass story, I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to believe here? You know, like that's a crazy premise to anybody. But then you come to Terminator 2, and it's just like, yeah, we got some time traveling robots coming in here. You know, let's,
Yeah, imagine trying to explain that to somebody that hasn't even seen a cell phone.
yeah,
Like that's like I said, it's so out there, so out there. Like you said, you're still making quarters for a payphone. Like,
I mean, I don't disagree with you, Ray, that trying to get people to believe that the Terminator is a Terminator would be hard.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that that necessarily makes the movie better, but it. I agree with you that it would be hard to
I'm
convince
I'm not
them.
saying it made the movie
like,
better.
are you
I'm
saying
just
it
saying,
it doesn't get any easier in the '90s? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I mean,
like,
the only
it's like, hey,
the only
you
reason
sound just as crazy in the '90s as you in the
Yeah.
'80s. Like, it's like,
I mean, I guess my thing is the only reason John accepts it right off the bat is because his mom has been telling him this his entire life.
yeah,
These things are real and they're coming.
well, and like I
Yeah.
said,
Like-
he actually did believe it until he was taken away, and then they like, oh no, she's crazy. How did you not know? Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, like I said, he did believe it, and he was taken to the training, like, and everything. Like I said, great story. I love that they continued. It's not, like I said, it's very well, very great story. They tell it well, and like I said, it was a continuation and all that, and it built on it. They didn't deter from it, and they didn't ruin any of the characters.
yeah,
Like I said, like I said, even with John's dialogue being childish, like it didn't ruin. Like I said, he wasn't asking to go to Burger King
yeah,
and
He-
shit like that. Like I
he-
said, he
he-
was a child who had taken this training and had a different type of childhood and all and that. But like once again, I go back to like you can't recreate the vibe of the first one.
no. I mean, it
Like
was
but I
a
think
nice, basic,
yeah, but I think you can recreate the vibe of the second one.
and they tried to 3, 4 different times.
Well, but
Well,
that's
they haven't created the vibe of either one of them again.
No,
Yeah,
Like-
they
like-
tr-
no.
They
you can't say
tried.
they can't recreate the second one when they've tried how many
but,
times.
Yeah, they
it
but
failed.
tried
once
the
again,
second
I
one
just
about
feel
4
like
times.
I once again I don't think you can get closer to the second one than the first. Like I said, even if they did an entire like reboot, remake, all they just nuke it, start over, you're not getting that ever again. But I think you could at least like redo a number one that's as good as the second one. But you will never recreate like the like what they had to do and like I said, just the endearment of the characters and everything that like they had to make like to actually put it together.
We've had this conversation before.
With which franchise?
Rocky. This is the exact argument you use for Rocky 1.
And I stand once again like a great movie and everything. I stand by it. Like
And I will say the same thing I said then. If because it's original, it makes it better, then every first movie in the franchise will be the best.
that's not true.
I mean, it usually is.
I
I
mean,
think this is one of the handful of exceptions, to be honest.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't vote for Rocky 1 to be the best either. So,
I mean, I don't know what. I mean, I don't know if I'm winning this argument. It sounds like I'm not.
I mean, I'm still
We
on
need to
number
call
one.
Barry, get a
like,
tiebreaker.
I've already texted him. I'm waiting for a response. I will say, I don't know what it holds for you, but Terminator 2 made more money than any other movie in the franchise.
Well, yeah.
Once again, like I said, I don't enjoy the humanity that like the second one kind of shoves there.
I think having the humanity in the film is good when the whole idea is humans versus robots. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
But that's
having
what,
some of
but,
that.
and the main character is a child.
Yeah.
But I liked how in the first one it's the frailty of the humans at the behalf of the things they created.
it's not like there's not human death in this movie. The bad guy is still going around killing humans.
Yeah.
But
The
it's-
good guys are not going around murdering humans.
but
Like
that's
that.
what-
The good guys didn't murder humans in the first one either. So
That's true.
true. Thank you.
I don't know. I'm sure some of those, like when Reese was firing a shotgun in public, somebody caught something. Like, yeah, he tried pushing people out the way, but it's like, like, I'm not judging Reese. I'm just saying, like, I'm sure there was collateral damage.
And I mean, Reeves
Can't
did
prove
give Sarah Connor a lot of humanity in that hotel.
that's true.
Oh, okay.
One shot. Like,
Is that what this is about? Part 2 didn't have any side boobs, so you're picking part 1.
I mean, now that you mention it, like,
I mean, I'm pretty sure if you look close enough, you'd see some side boob in the facility.
yes.
By the way, just guesses here, gentlemen. Which movie in the franchise do you think made the second most money
Out of all 6,
of all 6? Yes.
Probably
Probably
Dark
3.
Fate. I'm
I'll-
guessing Dark Fate.
I'm gonna say Salvation because doesn't that have a Bale in it?
Yeah.
It
It
does
does,
have
yeah.
Christian Bale in it. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say that just because it's a big name. I can't think of any big names in any of the others.
It's Genesis.
No kidding.
Genesis makes the second most. 3 it comes in third, then Salvation, then Dark Fate, and then last is the first Terminator movie.
Okay. And Genesis.
once
Well, we'll
it-
talk about Genesis.
But it made the least. But how much was it made for? What was their budget?
True. What is
Well-
the profit
well,
margin?
Yeah, let's like once again it was
We're
zero.
deep diving
they,
here.
They spent everything. Like,
I want an itemized list. I don't know how much that fucking Cutlass Supreme costs.
do you even
crashed
know
into
what
the
per
brick
capita
wall.
means? So like it's just like
Budget for the original Terminator movie was 6.4 million.
how much did it make?
78 million.
Ooh,
Whoa.
that's pretty good profit margin right there.
Yeah, in that economy.
God
The
damn
80s?
it, that's like 6 mil profit.
Yeah, we were just talking about the minimum wage being $3.25 or some shit. Like, if I was better at math, I'd be able to tell you what that percentage is. Like,
And
Yeah.
then Terminator 2, 94 million to make it, and they made 519 million.
Wow,
It is quite a profit. Also,
that's goddamn
yes.
profit margin right there, boy.
it was big in China.
The series together has made over 2 billion.
Oh,
Well,
that also seems kind of low over the course of time, to be honest.
Well, there's not 4 of them putting along.
They mostly
Well,
suck. So.
Dark Fate only made $200 million. Like, not, I'm saying only 200, but
Right.
we were talking about 500
Well,
a second ago.
I guess when you say
like,
franchise, I'm including like video game, comic
well,
books. all
I'm
that
only
kind of-
talking the movies. The,
Oh,
the 6
okay.
movies have made over 2 billion.
Okay.
Mm.
But no, all right. Well, I'm not gonna budge on this one. I'm firm on one. So you guys are gonna try
Yeah,
to talk to
same.
anybody. You guys gotta try to convince Ray, like, because I haven't heard anything to convince me of the second one. Except that the first one was good enough, everybody wanted to see it again.
I don't think that's even true. I think the first one was like kind of a B movie cult classic. Arnold Schwarzenegger became a huge star over the next several years, and then everyone went to see 2.
I was gonna say I don't know that everybody wanted to see it because it only made $78 million. That's that's pretty pathetic in reality, even in the 80s.
Hey,
$78 million is like a dud.
but once again, cult classic. They came back. 500 for the next one.
Because
Exactly.
Arnold was a huge star by that point.
And it's a great franchise. They wanted to see him come back.
It's a great franchise because of
Yeah.
2.
It made
If you take
it,
2 out,
This
You take
franchise
2 out.
falls flat on its face.
there is.
No,
it's
if
like
you-
Hellraiser. The first movie's like a good cult classic, and then there's a ton of shit.
and well, yeah, like that's what you would have had a fantastic. Like once again, I'm not even talking about finance. Finances, like, I'm talking about culturally. I honestly would have been almost okay with that because I don't know if 4, 5, and 6 are shit. So I don't know. Like once again, different timeline. Only one was made. You didn't ruin my franchise.
2 did not ruin the franchise.
No, but 4, 5, and 6 might. I definitely know 3's a turd.
Well, 3 is the third.
Like,
4 is not great. I haven't seen 5 and 6.
Yeah, but I don't know that we need to talk about them to make this point.
oh, the timelines, Alex. The only one exists. 2 doesn't exist right now.
Well, yes, in a timeline where 2 doesn't exist, 1 is the better movie. I will
Exactly.
grant you
In
that.
a timeline where 2 doesn't exist, the franchise ends a long time ago.
Yep.
Because
Good timeline.
you even said that 3 is not good. So the franchise goes from a cult classic to a complete dud, and then it's like, well,
Once again, just stop at 2. Just like the Escape movies. Stop at 2. You don't need to make a trilogy.
Tom, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to pull a Barry on this one and just call it not my list. And I got other things to do tonight.
That's okay, right?
Barry's not answering.
Yeah.
He's not responding to my text
No.
because I really thought that'd be a great way to break the tie. It would be like, what does Barry think? But
No. You talked to
he might be very busy. We all know what he's doing, so he might be busy. Yes.
Sorry, Tom. You can execute me into firing squad later.
Termination.
Termination.
Guess I'm targeted for termination.
Well, I think that wraps up our argument and this episode. We appreciate you tuning in for this Terminator 2 Judgment Day episode. And we would appreciate you tuning in next time for Terminator 3. What is it called?
Rise
Rise
of
of
Machines.
Rise of Machines. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, that sure did rise. All right.
I mean, like I said, the casket scene's fine.
I mean, it's not like it's unwatchable.
No,
It's not that bad. It just doesn't hold up to these two whatsoever.
No.
I honestly remember the thing that impressed me the most about it was the trailer that Arnold had to work out to get into shape again for it.
Honestly, I think
because he was one of the first guys, like I said before, like The Rock did all that bullshit. Like Arnold did it. Like he was the one. Like, yeah, I have a mobile gym, like a whole trailer that goes around and all that.
I always kind of think of Terminator 3 as like similar with Rambo 3. You know what I mean? Like where it's like
Yeah.
the franchise took a turn here. I'm not really a fan of the turn,
Why the
but it's
hell are
not
you in
completely
Afghanistan?
unwatchable.
Like, yeah.
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 Right,
Like, you're still killing commies in the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen 3 at least 10 times, I would guess. I mean,
I've seen it a
It
few
was
times,
all
yeah.
over network TV. Yeah. No, because it was, the female Terminator was the thing. But
well,
yeah.
she blew up because of that Blood Rain movie based on that video game. And that's why she blew up and got in this movie.
I like that video.
But the
game.
Blood Rain movie sucked ass.
The video game,
The
was
video
fun.
game was awesome. I
Yeah,
like the first
I,
one.
I
Yeah.
love those blades. Like,
All right, gents, let's wrap it up. And thanks for tuning in to Blockbuster Bums.